in the morning. You felt so safe back then. Be honest, you live in your own circle.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Counter-Strike fans. I'm WxFan21. Welcome to the North American Advanced Upper Bracket Finals. One of these teams will advance into the Grand Finals. The other, they're going to be relegated to the lower bracket, but let's face it, it might just be a very short lower bracket run. Fisher College versus Lag is what we have on tap for you all today. They've already gotten started, so I'm going to bring you right into the action. We'll talk about these teams as we go along throughout the game. Fisher College will be starting off on the CT side as Lag, as their map pick here of Inferno. Start out here on the T side. Thor is picking up a couple, as this apps pop for Lag is really not paying off for them at all. Coming back to maybe bite them, and Thor's triple starts things off in a wonderful way here for Fisher College. And I do apologize. We're going to just do a quick little reset here of the server. We had a little bit of an extra glare. There was an update to Counter-Strike relatively recently. And face it, did have a couple bugs they were working out. So we're going to reconnect back into the server. Fisher College in poised position here. Already up 1-0. Lag unable to get any kind of bomb plant. Should mean a quick 2-0 up for Fisher. There we go. Now we got the lighting. It looks like it's been fixed a bit. For those of you new to my channel, I am WxFan21. Been a Counter-Strike caster for 3 years now. And an esports broadcaster for the same amount of time. Glad to have you here. Glad to be bringing you this very exciting upper bracket finals here between these two teams. Again, one of these teams are going to be able to make their way into the advanced grand finals. The other is going to get relegated to the lower bracket. But both of these teams, they want to be able to get to that grand final without having to deal with the lower bracket in the least. And that'll be a very quick pickup for Fisher College. They go up 2-0. But don't fret, folks. Fisher College may be up 2-0. But nonetheless, here comes Lag with their first bye round of this map. Your best of three are Inferno, Nuke, and Overpass. Should we need Overpass, that's your decider. Inferno picked by Lag. Nuke picked by Fisher College. Lag gonna take their time here to get things started. Baiting out utility, trying to make Fisher make a mistake. But Fisher playing this very passive banana and a passive A site. You even see Thor, who started out over in Arches, is now rotated back. Now he's gonna make his way in. He smells a B-bomb site because Niall has already fallen, so Thor's gonna go rotate on over. But note where he is. He is the rotator this round. He is non-committal to going back to B. Alex has not seen the bomb yet. Consti switches out weapons, jumps on over, making a heck of a lot of noise. If Consti can get this kill on Alex, they'll have a free B-bomb site. Now Thor begins to wrap on in, and Alex is going to take a very good defensive position over towards first and second oranges with just this MP9 in hand as well. 30 seconds on the clock left for Lag. They have to make a play. They gotta go right now. And beautiful play from Alex. He's got one. He's looking for more. But nonetheless, he's gonna be mowed down by DJ and Consti as the B-bomb site is fallen. It is a very winnable 2v3 retake. Fisher College have the health advantage. But can Lag come back to lock this in? They are in really bad shape here. And wow, Fisher College are going to call for the save. They must not have a good inkling of how low Lag are. Oh, they are bleeding out all over the B-bomb site. So Lag are going to escape with this round. Lag will find their first round here off the back of their first gun round. And there's DJ going to fall like a cow. Lag and not going to over-regress into Creep House clutches. Fisher in a really rough spot here. You're going to see Niall is going to be able to get a gun dropped on over to him. Bomb is dropped on over to DJ. DJ trying to make his way back into the Tier 1 scene. He has had some success early on in his career with multiple squads, including, of course, the New England Whalers. I believe was their name, along with Ponalone, Benley, and a bunch of others. Can DJ help lead this Lag squad into the grand finals of Advanced? Again, folks, welcome on in. Appreciate you all being here, new viewers alike. I'm WxFan21. Esports broadcaster for 3 years now. Counter-Strike is my main game, and I'm part of ESEA and Facet's next big caster initiative. Started by Faceit and ESEA. They're all under one banner now. Speaking of being under one banner, so what Lag have to be careful of here from that top of balcony position. Gonna be extremely careful. Sandman causing a little bit here of a problem in terms of this push and the noise. So immediately, defensive positions here for Niles and Alex. Woo! Good pre-fire from Sandman. Takes down Niles. And here comes a lone execute into the B-bomb site where he's going to be 1v1 with Alex. And that's going to be big info. Don't rotate, says Alex on B. Stay. Hold. Oh, and that's big information. That's Consti burning. And big info for these pit players. But the info is not going to be enough, as Mason and DJ are just too much for Fisher to handle. It'll be a 1v3 clutch for Alex. If he even attempts this, there is no kit in hand. Alex finds one on the exit, and is going to be able to escape with an AK. Now it's just an eco here for Fisher. Creepow takes a lot of damage. Mason warming up his toes. Getting a little cold on Inferno this time of year. I don't know about you fans, but I smell a best of 3 coming between these teams. True 3-map series. All is quiet here on Inferno during this eco. Lag, realizing they have the upper hand, still not gonna force their way into any situation that they don't want. The stack is over on A, and Lag may have sniffed it out. Nobody on B to defend. Free B bomb site. OD, Steez, and Daria, thank you for the follows. Sound off fans, who are you rooting for in this upper bracket finals? Are you here rooting for Fisher, or are you rooting for Lag? Lag are going to take their first lead here on Inferno, but it is so early. Fisher won the pistol and the conversion. It is Lag who have won the last 3 straight. Three, 2. Lag on top. Go, Fisher with the full investment here. And remember, they have those 2 AKs saved over as well. We'll see if that comes into play here in this round, round number 6. Lag have played very, very slow in several rounds. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Fisher really not playing towards Banana. They're playing more defensive towards B. And we're going to see if that's going to pay off for them. 1 lane, 1 second oranges. Lag currently getting their steps in. Walking back and forth up and down Banana. Doing a little calisthenics. Again, I mentioned this at the top of the round. Lag have played several rounds in a row extremely slowly. Could be a good thing, or it can come back to bite you in the rear end. Lag now makes with the execute here onto the B-bomb site. Leaving themselves wide open here to a very exposed lane. And there's, look at the kills back and forth. There is so much blood spilled over on the B-bomb site. We're going to have to get a cleanup crew after this game is over. And when all is said and done, and the bullets are done flying, it is a 2v3. Lag once again have the man advantage. No kits on Fisher. How committed are you right here to this retake? One finds one. Krapow comes from the other end. They know Consti is over here towards Banana. And Consti finds the first, just a Khalil in hand. It's Consti. It's Krapow. Down to 1 hit point. What is he going to do? And Consti locks in the clutch. Thank you, Auto Director, for making it seem like Consti is literally flying and floating on Cloud 9 as he just hovers all over the map. 4-2 lag. Beautiful 1v2 clutch from Consti. Well done. This once again forces Fisher into an eco. A very uncomfortable eco with that. Thor does have the hero rifle. You do see a couple of MP9s. Look at Alex going in towards bottom of banana. Comes away with the double and might have just given Fisher a quick sign of life here on this eco. Quickly, lag rotates back on over towards top mid. DJ and co have a lot of corners to clear, and a good peek by Krapow at a boiler. Literally just stopped the lag from their aggressive push. Thor's coming on in. He had all three lined up, but couldn't come away with any. Lag on the precipice of a fifth, but not if Krapow has anything to say about it. Cameron from behind, he's been quiet this entire game. Finally starts changing up his fortunes. Grabs another kill here or two. Finally getting up there on the scoreboard and finding the impact for his squad. It is going to be a very interesting call here as Alex is going to make his way on in through the moto smoke. Cameron waiting for it to go, and Corn's going to find the kill. Corn, very winnable 1v2 right now. The problem is Corn has no kit, so this is a lost round here. But he is looking to add some insult to injury, as Corn is going to grab an AK and run away. Lag grab a fifth, but it is going to be a costly round.
Terrorists win.
5-2 lag on top, showing why this is their map pick. They look very solid and comfortable, and the first op of this game has come out here in round number 8. Thor picks up the big green. You think if he has a print stream skin, we can call it the big white? The big shiny white? Thor already finding that impact. Does have 2 kills. Unfortunately gets traded out. And now it's just Alex here in the 2-on-1. Mason thinks he spotted him. Alex is gonna go take out both of them. Are you serious? Through the smoke. They line up for him. And now Cameron is like,
Hey guys, listen, you were supposed to plant that over on B, and, I was just supposed to be the lurk this round. I was busy hanging out in apartments, having a cookie, right after I had my sandwich. And, now you're gonna make me do all the work over here, so, thanks for nothing, guys.
no, but in all seriousness, Cameron on the lurk now has a lot of work to do. That bomb is heavily defended over by 2 B bombs that defend us. And you do have Krepow still here. Has somewhat of an idea that there is still a lurker in play. Cameron's just hiding in A dark. And that's going to do it for us here in this round. We're just going to all take a quick nap. Cameron inspecting his AK. It's a very nice AK skin, Cameron. Oh, look at Krepow. Creeping on in. Cameron Now to stone at the chicken. And stone at the chicken costs you your life in round number 8. As we head into round number 9. Here we go. It's lag by Fisher College. Find their first round since round 2. And they stop the bleeding. The 5-0 skid stops for lag. Tactical timeout coming in from lag. Alex top fragget in the server with 10 kills. How about that? Lag really haven't had to do much. Look at the kill counter. More kills going the way of Fisher, yet lag have the rounds. Don't forget them saves, folks. At the beginning of map number 2, before we get started on Nuke, I'll go over how these two teams got here into the upper bracket finals. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Come back early from your break. You're not going to want to miss how both of these teams made the upper bracket finals. But right now, these teams need to figure out a little something right now, because it is going to be a force buy from lag here in round number 9. DJ and Co for lag, up 2 rounds, but could be staring at a tie 5-5 should they lose this. First big apartments aggression from lag that we have seen this entire game, really since the opening pistol. And Thor's not letting him get away with a defensive Molotov down. Beautifully placed a G-nade and a trade out by the Sandman. Fisher College have been a team to be reckoned with the last several seasons in ESEA. Can lag knock them off their pedestal? Consti is able to get a bomb plant, but is in a really rough spot. The 1v3. We saw Consti earlier with the 1v2, but he is stuck in a bad way inside a pit. There's the Molotov to burn him out. He gets 2, but traded out by Niles. Almost had the triple kill yet again. This Consti kid, man. That was poise. Stands in the Molotov and just sprays and prays. Almost had the triple. But Niles able to escape and finish off the kill. Lag staring down a potential tie game at this point. Nice blown up smoke, but doesn't get all of it. Alex able to get 2 through the smoke. Again, this is pretty much a lost round at this point for lag, unless some massive heroics from lag putting on their Superman capes. And Cameron has found one and found the most dangerous weapon in Counter-Strike, the op. But now he's stuck with it. Now it's Krapow. Goes in, sprays, and will get the op back. A good attempt from lag. But it is a tie game. And it's a whole new ball game here on Inferno. Who's going to have the momentum heading into the second half? 4-man quick nade stack down banana from Fisher. As 2 members of Fisher now make their way on back to the A-bomb site. We see the typical Inferno default. Lag, what you got up your sleeves?
All is quiet. Utility is just flying. No bullets flying quite yet. But the noise will soon be noticeable. Bullets are gonna fly, most likely looking here into the A-bomb site. As 3 members of lag start the assault. Now, electing, after they lose Cameron towards top mid, make a quick play back to B, but 33 seconds on the clock. Time is not on your side. If Alex and Niles can hold, this is a whole new ball game for Fisher. Niles coming in, fighting the first, looks for the second, and gets it. Beautiful hold by the B-bomb site defenders. And Fisher College now get their lead back. 2 rounds to Fisher, 5 to lag, and now 4 for Fisher. Lag all sorts of broke. Sandman? Whoops. That, is not what you wanted to do there, Sandy. Mr. Sandman. And there it is. Fisher, after being down 5-2, roar back to win the next 5. And now we have Fisher that have managed to somehow come back from 5-2 after lag looked seemingly in control of their map pick. We saw the slow executes play in their favor. We saw catching Fisher completely off guard on different sides of the map and just overwhelming Fisher. Fisher were able to come back. They have the lead. This pistol is a heck of a lot important more for lag. You cannot give this Fisher College crew the first one. If you lose your map pick here, we could very well be looking at a 2-0, as it is a bloodbath here on the B-bomb site, and it is down to a 2v2. Cameron slowly making his way on in. His other teammate here in Conste, who has had massive impact for lag in this game, trying to clear out the positions, but it's too good here for Niles and Thor. The new box dark position, too strong as Fisher grabbed their 8th. And that could very well just be the entire game. And quite frankly, we expect nothing less. It's a mowdown for Fisher. And those Mac 10s getting those kills in, extra $600 per kill. Definitely helps out build up your economy here early on your T side. But here we go. What could be the most important round here on Inferno for lag. Round 15. You're going into this with 2 of your main rifles, an A4 and an A1S. The rest are whatever you cobbled together. Fisher have decided to basically say, we don't care that you all played passive. We're coming at you aggressive. And aggressive they are. They have taken
most of Banana, and now just trying to take the top of Banana position away from them. That car positioning, and there's the Sandbags player. Makes his way on in, almost a little too much as Thor cleans them up. Now if they just find this other player in Sandman, this B-bomb site is going to fall like a ton of bricks. Like Humpty Dumpty, who sat on a wall, who had a great fall, and who couldn't be put back together again. Such might be Lag's chances here in their map pick of Inferno. We head to Nuke next. Fisher's map pick. Oh, the pincer. Oh, Fisher. This is just rude, Fisher. This is just rude. You abuse the Archers player, and you pincer the poor guy on B. 2 from Banana, 2 from CT Spawn. Oh, Humpty Dumpty definitely fell off the wall, and I don't know if we have enough glue to put Lag back together again. They are in such rough shape right now. They're down 5 rounds. Fisher are going to be the first to double digits here on Inferno. Consti, who has had a massive amount of impact, already a 1v2 clutch, a potential 1v3 that could have changed this entire game. Got to, couldn't get the third as they lined up for him towards Pit, back on Lag's T side. But it is nonetheless a 5-round advantage for Fisher. And again, Fisher College have sniffed a taste of the Tier 2 scene. They're looking to make their way back there. The winner of Advanced are going to be sent to a DreamHack event to compete in an ESL Pro League qualifier for a chance at bypassing ECL altogether with the new setups. And should you win the live in-person qualifier at DreamHack, that land victory will net you a spot in ESL Pro League. Both of these teams want that. I know DJ, I'm sure, wants to get back up to the Tier 1 scene. Enjoyed some success back during the online era of Counter-Strike during the pandemic. Has struggled to find footing with teams seemingly ever since. Is this Lag team his opportunity to get back there and bring a new young group of guys along with him? Or can this Fisher College team continue their dominance that they have shown teams throughout the last several seasons of ESEA? And the bullets fly towards top mid. The Cubby player peeks out of Cubby at the wrong time, gets sprayed through the smoke. DJ's up, looking to have a little bit of impact. And the hold is not good. Creepow. Can somebody get this man a Band-Aid? He's pouring out of every orifice of his body. He's bleeding literally all over the map. We're going to have to get the cleanup crew in here yet again. Going to have to pay them overtime to clean up the A-bomb site. Creepow, stay in one spot. You're bleeding all over the place. But Sandman looking to make you bleed more. And Creepow doesn't care. Triple for him. 1 hit point left in the dream. He's got 16 kills. Alex is at 17. Thor with 16. Niles just happy to be here with 8, but he has had some massive impact and holds. Fisher up 11. We have ourselves seemingly a Fisher win. But this is a round that everything can change. Remember, folks, Counter-Strike is 1 round at a time. Can Fisher close out Inferno heading into their map pick of Nuke? They have been dominant through Advanced this season. Can they continue their dominance here in the upper bracket finals? Defensive smoke on out. Mason's going to spray and pray through the smoke and does find one, but gets peeked by Thor, who throws his hammer at Mason's face. What a map this has been. Finally, Lag finding a little bit of confidence. And Lag have found a 6th. Unless Niles pulls out an insane 1v4 that could quite frankly be clutch of the playoffs. And that is not to be. Plenty of money for Fisher. Mason, defensive smoke. Here's the running of the Bulls up banana. Flashbang is out. Mason's gonna try to peek and finds 2! And now gives his teammates the chance of a lifetime. The chance to claw their way back into this game. Korn and Alex are all that's left. Consti waits and New Box finds an easy kill, and Fisher. That is a gross overlook by you. You didn't clear out the New Box position, and that is okay. But you know what? We still have a lot of Counter-Strike to go. But can you really give Lag the kind of confidence that they need? 11-7. Fisher still up by 4. But it's very possible Lag have found a little bit of momentum, little bit of confidence. And Kroos, thank you for the follow and the sub, the prime sub. Appreciate you. Glad to see you stopping by to see some upper bracket finals action. And Kroos, one of the players I cast for this season in ESEA, in the intermediate division with his Corvus Core crew. Go. Ooh. That's a head that's spotted by the CTs. Big info from Mason and Sandman. Mason may regret that. Tries for the jumping Mac 10. Doesn't make it happen. The MP9 rather. And now Fisher throwing a little bit of their own. Very, very slow play, but Sandman doesn't care. The eco is not going to go the way of Fisher. And this is going to be 8 for Lag.
Counter-terrorists win.
Folks, if you're just tuning in, I'm WxFan21. This is Fisher College versus Lag. This is the ESEA North America Advanced Upper Bracket Finals in the playoffs. Winner of Advanced this season gets a spot at a DreamHack event in the ESL Pro League qualifier. Should you win that at DreamHack, you get a spot at ESL Pro League. A lot on the line for these teams. Both teams want to make it to that LAN event. But to get there, you first have to win this game and then make it into the Grand Finals and win there. Grand Finals taking place on November 16th. Consti. That is a ballsy spot from him to play with the op. Luckily for him, he doesn't miss the opportunity. Should Fisher College lose this, not only is the confidence maybe a little shaky, but you'd be staring at only a 1-round lead. Why do I say that? Because Lag will have this, and they do. That's 9. You're looking at a 10th here from Lag because you're running to an eco here for Fisher. And Fisher's going to need to close it out the next one. They've had so many opportunities to close this out, but Lag quickly showing us once again, just like they did on their T side, that this is their map pick for a reason. And finally, they have decided to show up on their CT side. But again, is it too little, too late? Triple D. Will they be able to roll the 777s? Will the luck of Fisher change? Can they grab this eco and find their way to 12? Fans, I want to hear from you in the Twitch chat. What team are you rooting for? Let's hear from you. Show your teams your support. There's a nice kill from Alex. Finds the opener. As Constant, who has been a thorn in the side of Fisher this entire map, gets deleted by Niles, and that is 2 7s struck from the Deagles. They get one more. They're going to be in a 4v2. If they can pick up any weaponry, they're playing with house money. Seconds left. Bomb headed towards the B-bomb site. Here we go. Cameron on the rotate. Fisher, 20 seconds. Fisher, you gotta go. 10, 9. We see another kill. Holy moly, Fisher have a chance, but 4 seconds left. They missed the bomb plant, but get the kill. They do it. Eco round for Fisher. And not only is that an eco, that is map point. What a round from Fisher. The balls of steel that Fisher had to have in that. Less than 4 seconds. They had to get that kill. They had no time to plant the bomb. And Lag play right into Fisher's hands. Big round. They hit the 777s. And now they have found map point on Lag's map pick. Big utility damage from Lag. Could be the difference maker here in round 22. And it proved to be. We are going to play on in around 23. Two map points left for Fisher. Now this is a really interesting call from Fisher because you have 3 players and there's a tactical timeout. They're going to talk this over. The reason why I said it was an interesting call, Niles can't buy. Nobody can really drop him anything. If Thor drops him an AK, he can't buy utility. Niles could. This is a very big ask here from Fisher. Do you elect to go on a light buy instead of a traditional eco? Or do you force buy now, forget even trying in round 24, and throw everything you have here in around 23. And it looks like they're gonna give it a go. Niles with just a deagle. Thor's gonna maintain a little bit of extra money after the utility. He'll be up to 850. They are throwing everything they have into this round, folks. Strap in. This could be the round that either ends it or, quite frankly, could send us into overtime. The most important round of this best of 3 is happening right now here on your screens. Fisher up 12-10 over Lag on Lag's map pick here of Inferno. Triple stack towards top banana. Flashbang is in. Alex is going to be very cautious here. Moves on in. Finds the lane player. Unaware of Mason, and Mason takes advantage. And now, Fisher, you have 1:04 left. How do you come back from this? Still top banana control. Lag is running out of defensive utility. Creepow will find the kill onto DJ. Now, Creepow was just the lurk here, but easily now you have a 3v1. You isolate Cameron over here in pit, and Cameron finds 2! He gets blown up, and Creepow, it's time to pull the horseshoe out of your you-know-where. Do you have the quad kill? 10 seconds down. You are going to get the bomb plant uncontested. It's Mason and Sandman versus you, Creepow. Do you have what it takes to push Fisher into nuke and stealing Lag's map pick from them? Nate is out. The crunch is in, and Sandman from behind denies Fisher a potential steal of Lag's map pick. It is going to be a very rough buy for Fisher. Yes, they'll have rifles, but the lack of utility that this squad is going to have just very well might hurt them. Yeah, let's go. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm not singing it right now. We have the finale of regulation here in map number 1. 12-11. Lag were down 11-5 at one point in this half, have roared back to make it 12-11. To give themselves a shot out of the hole they dug themselves.
It's so quiet in apps you can hear a pin drop.
Mike dropped, pin dropped, Consti's up. Just too much for Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, however you identify, welcome to overtime here in the upper bracket finals of Season 55 in Advanced. Lag have dug themselves out of an 11-5 hole to force overtime. Fisher couldn't close it out. Now it's a brand new game. 1st to 16, you need to win 4 of the 6 rounds here in OT. If it's a 3-3 tie, we play on yet again. Fisher. Unfortunately, you just kind of leave it all up to Thor. He is able to find yet another. He's isolated himself here on B. He's got the 1v1 with the lane player. Sandman here, he's not giving away his position. And a re-smoke of lane. Very wise here from Thor. Here comes Cameron. Good teamwork. And spotted by Thor. There's no way, right? Oh, Sandman threw the smoke in time. Thor almost had the 1v4 clutch there, but it is Sandman. How about this? For the first time since the first half of play, Lag have the lead back. This has been one heck of a first map, and this is the best of 3 that we are in for, ladies and gentlemen. Upper bracket finals, let's go. Opportunity by Alex, had a free kill on Mason. Fisher kind of falling apart right now. They've lost some duels, which has been a big part of it. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities like you had under that opportunity to take Mason out and make it a 5v4 in your favor here. But Lag have just been playing very solid team Counter-Strike. They haven't just rushed into a bomb site on a retake. They've waited for their teammates to make their way on in so they'd have the numbers advantage. Very, very wise here from Lag. And unless Fisher can pull off a miracle, Lag are going to get their 14th. Fisher College in my backyard here in New England. I've actually had the pleasure of actually visiting that campus and checking out their esports program. They got some great people on over there. And this is a great Counter-Strike team. Just struggling here on Inferno. They were dominant, and then it just all has fallen apart. You know, I said that earlier, Lag was like Humpty Dumpty over on the B-bomb site. And I think they've taken that, you know, their pieces, they've wrapped them up with explosives, thrown them at Fisher and blown it up in their faces. They broke off the shell that was holding them back here in this best of 3. Are we witnessing the birth of a new era in Lag history with this team? DJ quad kill, attaboy. That's what we wanted to see from him. The former Tier 1 pro showing up big. This has been all dominance from Lag, and now it's map and overtime point for Lag. I can't believe we're here at this point with this team. A team that was down 11-5, roared back to force overtime, have just destroyed Fisher in the first half of overtime. They only need to win one of the next 3. Nut, I see you in Twitch chat. I'll chat with you during the break. Right now, we have a barn burner in our hands here on Inferno. No pun intended. Creepow trying to find anything, and you can see this is one on Fisher. That is just a little bit of sloppy play there from Creepow. Has the doubt crept into their minds? They have to kick that doubt out the window. You're facing down a 2v5 on your opponent's map pick when you were in the driver's seat. Thor finally finds one. He's up to 21 kills. He's finally made his way over 20, but Consti doesn't care. Lag! Roar back from down 5 to 11 to win their map pick of Inferno, 16 to 12, off the back of what was an incredible performance from Consti. Don't go anywhere, folks. Don't change that channel. But do take a quick hydrate break. Grab yourself a snack. We'll be back with map number 2 of Nuke in just a few minutes. All right, everybody, welcome back in. I told you during the last map, and we had one heck of a map one. Again, it was Lag coming back from a massive hole to win their map pick of Inferno 16-12 in overtime. I told you during the last map, though, that I'd go into how did we get these teams here during the break. And I want to go ahead and do that for all of you, so just bear with me one moment. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for you. So, check this out here just super quickly, as I'm just going to turn everything off here. And I want you all just to very quickly take a look here. I'm just pulling up the entire game here for you. And let's take a look at how they got here. Fisher College went undefeated 8-0 during the regular season. Lag went 6-2. So let's take a look at each of these teams' road throughout the playoffs so far in the upper bracket. Fisher and Lag both ended up getting buys. Excuse me. Fisher got a bye. Lag did not in round one. So we had Fisher go on to round 2 to take on Room Temp IQs, where they went 2-0. They then went 2-0 against Raucous Caucus and 2-0 against Omen Esports to make their way into the upper bracket finals. As for Lag, they had a bit more of a tougher outlet. They went 2-0 against Absolve DG. They went 2-0 against Regain, not a tough team to beat. A tough team to beat in their own right. So then they went 2-0 against Outfit. They had a true best-of-3 battle versus Mythic last night to knock them off into the lower bracket. And again, we are now here in the upper bracket finals. What does that mean for the loser of this best-of-3? Again, they're not out. They're just going to go to the lower bracket finals. Plain and simple. They will take on the winner of the lower bracket. That's how this is going to work. The winner of the lower bracket is going to meet the winner of this game here in the upper bracket. So once again, appreciate every single one of you tuning in. You're not going to have to wait much longer because this game of Nuke is about to start. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. I'll be back with Map 2 of Nuke in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the break. Hope you enjoyed how both of these teams made it here into the upper bracket finals. We are here now on Fisher College's map pick of Nuke. Can Fisher College somehow mentally get back into this best of three after being up 11-5 on Inferno and then just collapsing? They only needed 2. They got 1. And that was all they were able to get in like 10 rounds. And that's a good way to get things started, Niles. Beautiful trades all around. And it's gonna be a 2v2. Problem is, Cameron here is on just 14 hit points and a dream. And dreams literally might be all he has, because if Mason falls, this round is over. But here comes Cameron with the dualies, and yeah, he's done. Mason will fall shortly thereafter. Fisher will win the pistol round here on Nuke. Also, I'm just going to say Nuke is my favorite map in Counter-Strike. Also, hey Valve, if you're listening, bring back Danger Zone! Thank you. Please and thank you. Also, can we bring back surfing? Anyone else surf fans? I'm sure there's plenty of community service for it. Man, I remember when I first got involved in watching Counter-Strike back in 2020 during the pandemic. Watching the experts surf during the commercials of an ESL game was just... it was relaxing. The music they had, just watching the surfing, oh, it was so relaxing. And then I went and actually tried it in-game, and it wasn't as relaxing. Man, the experts made it look so easy. As easy as Fisher is making this round look. Nobody's been damaged. They get 2 kills already. But we've been here before. We saw this on Inferno. Fisher win the pistol, they win the conversion. Then they lost the next 5 in a row. Fisher looking to avoid that happening here on the map pick and Nuke. I said to you earlier, folks, that I think this is going to go 3 maps. We're sure looking that way. Oh, and Sandman was trying for his Zeus kill, was nowhere close enough. 2-0 Fisher. Go. Outside control starting to be taken by lag. See one player out in the open, and that's DJ comes away with a kill. I will not divulge where I am from, but you can clearly hear the Bostonian accent in me, but I live in New England. I'll go as far as that. Alright. Fisher get a bomb plant, but they are in a world of hurt. Able to find one. Woo! Okay, Corn, I see you, and have a shotgun to the back of the head. Thor also gets a shotgun to the sternum. And Cameron's gonna show off the phenomenal Phenomenal use of shotguns on this map.
Okay. Has anyone else watched any Counter-Strike this week with Auto Director on? It looks like the guys are just floating all over the map. I think that was a whoops in the last update.
You gotta have a little fun, folks. Once again, Cameron back to that auto shotty. Alex, who had massive impact on the kill feed, on Inferno, struggling a little bit so far here, but again, it is extremely early, folks. Extremely early. We're only in round 4. Anybody else smell an Alex ace incoming? Maybe? Anybody? Bueller?
Bueller.
Nevertheless, Fisher this time being a little cautious. Playing this in the long game. If he taps through the smoke, nobody home. Mason swooping down the B-bomb site. Here's the power of the auto shotgun! Cameron says, sit the bleep down. 2-2. Oh, is this deja vu all over again from Inferno? 2-0 Fisher. Then Lag just go on to win the next 5. And then Fisher will come back and win the next 5. If that's the case, I'm going to go take a quick cat nap. And you can just listen to my commentary from game number 1 and be good, right? Y'all can go do that? Nah, I kid. But this is actually pretty interesting because Fisher's called a tactical timeout. They do not want to run down this road again. So they're going to talk things over. They're going to figure out where Lag have been. They need to figure out how to get rid of this auto shotgun from Cameron, who has been hit exactly where I thought he was going to play with the auto shotty, top hut. And we're going to figure out very quickly, hey, Fisher, is your confidence broken from Inferno? Or are you just getting warmed up? Save round here for Fisher. No investment of any kind, except for one upgraded pistol. That is it. Go down frenzy. Shotgun's gonna add insult to injury. And there goes Auto Director again with the characters floating in the air. Lag grabbed their first lead here, but again, for all of you that actually play this game, you all know. Can somebody please back me up that this is still the CT-sided map? Just one of you. Just somebody tell me I'm not wrong. Because even with the reworks, the new meta, all the smokes and everything else we've seen, all the executes, everything, this still feels like a CT-sided map to me. But here we go. 3-2. Lag already lose Mason in this round. And very quickly, the only member left outside is DJ. This is a very wise choice here from Lag, as that's the bomb given over. Sandman finds a second. He's trying to do it all himself. And Constantly with that AWP in a very rough spot over here towards double doors. Unwilling to see the player coming from behind. Cameron, my guy, literally just trying to make a game of all auto shotguns. He's an auto shoddy enjoyer, and oh look, it's deja vu. Fisher win the first two and lag have won 4 straight. I wonder if they'll win a 5th. Gasp. Beautiful play here from Krapow as that absolutely just deletes Sandman. Otherwise, he would have had a multi-kill, and this round would have been over a lot faster. If Fisher can somehow get what seemingly is their first bomb plant of the game, it'll allow them some extra money in the next buy round. Beautiful play here. There's no Fisher. Fisher looking at another eco round win. And Consti is gonna escape. Nihil's trying the big brain play. And he's already backed up here. Consti's out. Hanging out, having a good old time. He's trying for another clutch. And, woo! Okay, Consti. I see you. Little pre-fire here for Consti. And that'll be all she wrote. Consti escapes with the op. Fisher win and an improbable eco off the back of the ramp entry kill. Again, if it wasn't for that deagle kill on Sandman, we'd already be into round number 8 with lag up 5-2. 4-3! It is not going to be another 5-2 in favor of lag. Lag, you have some work to do. For those of you just tuning in, I'm WxFan21. Welcome to my Twitch stream. Welcome to the upper bracket finals in advanced for season 55 between Fisher College and Lag. Fisher went undefeated in the regular season and 2-0'd all their opponents in the upper bracket to reach the upper bracket finals. They have taken their first map loss here in the playoffs. As for Lag, they win their map pick of Inferno 16-12 after being down 5-11. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with me, I am part of Face It and ESEA's Next Big Caster Initiative. The winner of this Next Big Caster Initiative gets to cast ESL Pro League next year, or cast some games at it. Would be an opportunity that I would love to do. Big shout outs to all the ESL producers watching these VODs, and thank you for all the time that you are putting into this program. All of us casters greatly appreciate it. We're down to a 2v2. What Fisher don't appreciate is a nade to the face! DJ, time to show your prowess. Runs away. Fisher now knows they have a free plant. DJ thinks it's A. DJ has made the wise choice to save, knowing that Lag do not have the money. They're going to be hurting in the economy. They've got little to no bonus coming in. It'll be a 2-round loss bonus. Fisher have tied this up at 4 apiece. And they're fishing for their first map win here on this best of 3 on Nuke.
think if anybody actually went fishing on Nuke, that it would be a non-radioactive fish that you would get. Maybe a non-radioactive boot. Maybe a non-radioactive tire. The water looks so clear on B, though. Make or break round for both squads. Even though Fisher have won 2 straight, their economy would be in shambles should they lose this. Beautiful catch by Krapow as Mason avoids the Molotov, traded out by DJ from Mini. Once again, Sandman playing the ramp position is going to have to deal with this full frontal assault, but this time backed up by Consti, who's going to get Molotov out of position as Niles takes ramp along with the rest of his team. It's a B-bomb site for the taking as DJ making his way from the outside down towards double doors. Niles jumps, trying to throw a little bit of confusion the way of lag as they attempt a retake. 3-on-3. Health is about even. Advantage is that of Fishers in the post plant. Cameron once again showing off his skills with the shotgun, and it's gonna be a save. Fisher have done it. They've won the last 3 off the back of an eco in round number 7. They get the lead back. What a map so far, and it's only gonna get better. Fast A bomb site attack. Consti with his op in play has been a menace throughout this best of 3, and once again is a menace here. It's up to Thor, who has an op, 20 hit points, and a dream of winning it all and headed to Pro League. Lag off the back of that light investment are gonna tie this back on up, and we have ourselves a game yet again. Beautiful take of the outside by Lag to deny a secret play from Fisher. Once again, Lag have found themselves here in a very interesting spot, allowing a bomb plant, but Lag have seemingly found what they found on Inferno. They found a way to play off of each other so well that they start rolling. Korn finds 2, makes it a somewhat interesting 1v3. And Consti, no surprise, very quickly shuts that down. This kid is something else. I am extremely impressed by what I'm seeing from Consti. Very, very impressed.
kill from DJ. Fisher can't buy a round at this point. Corn, it's up to you. 1v3, tries the flick onto the back silo player. It's not gonna happen. DJ finds a triple, and Lag this time find themselves up 7-5 at the end of the first half. On Inferno, it was Fisher up 7-5. Who's gonna win the second half pistol? Good attempt to the A-bomb site from Lag. Unfortunately, has fallen by the wayside. And it has fallen in favor of Fisher. A crucial pickup from them. Locks in their 6th. Alright, chat. Are you ready to get it out of your system? You see what it is. 6-7. Can somebody actually explain to me what the heck that means? I did it as a troll, but can someone actually tell me what that means? Gavin, thank you for the follow. Tradition, thank you for the bits. Oh, Sandman almost had a free headshot kill. Pre-fire deagle shot from Lag. Creepow gets a free kill from Secret. Lag are trying to find a foothold on this map in round 14. They have found nothing but bullets in their heads from Fisher. Tie game. Pivotal round coming up next in round 15. Which team is going to take the lead? Will Lag keep it, or will Fisher take it back for the second time this game? Or excuse me, second time this map, rather. Corn, hanging out, top boxes, taking in the scenery from ramp, hanging out, maybe having some popcorn. Pivotal round. Nobody has found an inch yet. The Lag have found secret. Kripal has fallen. 3 members of Lag make their way into Lower Nuke towards the B-bomb site. Where there's only one man standing in their way. That's Alex, who's had a really tough game, but now being backed up by Korn and Thor. Are we going to see the execute on the B? We are. Here we go. Constantly loads the utility in and launches it from control room like his life depends on it, because it just might, and it does. Niles with 42 hit points. The B-bomb site is lost. He's going to have to save, and it'll be Lag to retain their lead after being forced into a tie situation. It'll be 8-7. Lag on top. And are inching closer to the ESEA NA Season 55 Advanced Grand Finals. 8-7 at the end of 15. Lag on top by 1.
Terrorists win.
The utility is being launched over to the outside for Lag to try to take. It'll be Thor to deny. Consti to mow you over. This kid is a potentially budding superstar. Lag fans, you have found yourself a good one. But Fisher, say sit down. Consti may have got one, but that's all you get. We are once again tied here at the end of 16, headed into round 17, tied up. I mean, this is what you want, folks. You want this great back and forth by 2 amazing teams. Let's go, fans. This is Counter-Strike. This is what it's all about. The fight for glory, the fight to get to a grand final, the shot at even making it to the qualifier, to have a spot in ESL Pro League. That's the dream for Counter-Strike fans at this level. A dream for so many. Maybe not a dream for all, but a dream for some. To get to that Tier 1 stage. Which of these 2 teams will make it to the grand final to make it one step closer to that DreamHack ESL Pro League qualifier? Secret is Lags. Force by multiple Galils. Consti. Again, when Lag needs a kill, Consti delivers. The man is just playing on a complete other level right now. A budding superstar he is. Kripal gets the best of Sandman in the vents. There's Cameron to trade. Nice op shot from Thor. As Fisher begin the retake of the B-bomb site, they're going to have to contend with Lag. The two players playing great defensive positions in Decon and Double Door, and that's all she wrote. Fisher, this is your opportunity. You've made it by the Decon player. You've isolated the 1v1. Now it's you versus Cameron, and there's nothing you can do about it. You get the kills, but not the round. It's going to be Lag to grab their 9th. Lag, 4 rounds away from the grand finals. Yo, Consti, nice black pearl butterfly knife, by the way. Shout out. Oh, Thor! Oh, the crosshair! Oh, that was almost gonna be that player from Lag splattered all over the fence. Oh, what would have been a beautiful op shot from Thor. And here we go. Laga found a lot of success on this B-bomb site. They're looking for more. Not getting it as easy as they have in the past. Fisher, we're ready for it. Cameron, can you be the hero that Lag need? You tried, and it'll be a tie game yet again. Who's going to be the first team to reach double digits here on Nuke? Fisher going up against an eco, and it's going to be Fisher, the first team to reach double digits. Fisher, you were here on Inferno. Can you close out your map pick and send us to Overpass? Or our Lag going to get the 2-0 victory against the undefeated Fisher College this season? 10-9, Fisher on top by 1. Fisher, Inferno was the first map that Fisher College have lost the entire upper bracket playoffs here in Advanced. They went undefeated in the regular season at 8-0. That was the first map they dropped throughout their best of 3s in the playoffs. If Fisher want this that badly, they're going to have to go to Overpass. They're going to have to go to a 3rd. Beautifully placed nade from Fisher. Damages Consti down to 29 HP. Somebody get the man a med kit. Alex has got 3. Krapow gets another double. And here we go. This is what you've been waiting for, fans. Lag are down by 2. They take their first tactical timeout of this map. Let me explain to you why this round is so incredibly important. If Lag lose this, Fisher are going to send us to map 3. Should Lag win this, it is going to force Fisher into another full buy. And being down 1 round loss bonus, if Lag win round 21 and round 22, Lag have an opportunity to close this out here on Nuke. But as I said before, it's 1 round at a time. This is what I've told teams I've casted for throughout the years. Take it 1 round at a time. Believe in yourselves. Believe in your teammates. Believe in your IGL. Believe in the calls. Believe in each other. We are locked in here on Nuke Lag. Multiple Galils out. They know this is their opportunity. Thor finds one with the big green. Make it two. He might have single-handedly sealed it for Fisher on their map pick. Krapow adds some insult to injury. We are done, folks. It is going to be map point. Fisher College. Fisher have been here before. And so have Lag. Fisher had map point on Inferno multiple times. Unable to close it out. This map has been a completely different story on Fisher's CT side. Completely different. We should be looking at a Fisher closeout here in round 22. But you can't count your chickens before they hatch. Opening kill on Marshmallow. Krapow advantage. Nice Molotov. The Molotov Cameron out of position. Can't get the kill though. Cameron escapes. Lag gonna try making a play over the ramp and realizing there might be multiple people here. Fisher, their defense is strong. Double ramp, double A. And you had Krapow loitering outside. Fisher's defense looks like an iron wall at this point. Iron wall it shall be, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to map number 3. This ends on overpass. Don't go anywhere.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. trying to protect your soul.
And that is that. The last break of this stream, most likely as we get a massive tech pause, is over. Lag and Fisher have won their respective map picks and have forced a third and final decider map here on Overpass. Fisher won the knife round. I've elected to start on the CT side. For those just tuning in, I'm WxFan21. Thank you so incredibly much for tuning in. This is the ESEA Season 55 Advanced Upper Bracket Finals. Winner advances to the Grand Final. Loser advances to the Lower Bracket Finals. Well, not advances, but it gets dropped to the Lower Bracket Finals. They will not have to run the gauntlet like some of these other teams in the lower bracket. Have the advantage of waiting for the lower bracket winner. Beautiful triple from Alex gets us started off with a 1-0 advantage for Fisher College. Gee, I wonder who's gonna win the conversion round. I wonder if it's gonna be Fisher College for the 3rd time in a row. Then I wonder if Lag are gonna go on a 4 or 5 round win streak. Nah, just giving everybody a hard time. Fisher have done great jobs with these pistol round victories. Not anything to sneeze at.
Make no mistake about that.
Here we go. It is, in fact, going to be Lag to make their way over towards Fountain. Looks like they're going to do a little Fountain party split. Gonna clear out Connector. It's going to be Krapau here with the MP9. Thor over towards Divider with his A1S. Boosted Consti. Spotted by Thor. Gonna get Sandman. He draws his attention. Let's go, let's go! Cameron. Take it out. Once again, my apologies, folks. It looks like with the latest CS update, we're having a little issue with the auto director. Here we go. Cameron makes his way on in towards Wood. Good entry kill. Cameron, along with his cohort, have found their way onto B and have locked themselves in to their first round on the gun round. Third time in a row. Fisher College wins the first two at the start of a new map. Lag win their rifle round. Wash, rinse, repeat. But this time, Thor, he's got himself an op that could change Fisher's fortunes in the next round.
Terrorists
Big, big round for both squads. I mentioned it at the end of the last round, how Thor's op could literally change the fortunes of Fisher College here in round 4. It's not a luxury that this team has had early on in these halves of these first 2 maps. Thor is locked in the party, switches out towards the fountain stairway. Not going to find anything. Lag plays very defensively and passively to get things started. As his teammates clear out the connector position. A lot of map control from Lag. But it is Fisher who is leaning towards long and is going to attempt to crunch on this player here towards Divider and Bathrooms. That is Mason. As the rest of the team lean B. Thor is now really wary of a B-side execute. Making a way on in towards the heaven position. Consti, yet to find a kill in this map. Finds his first now. Corn trades. There's Thor's op. I mentioned it multiple times. Is Thor op gonna be the reason their fortunes change? And it is. Thor with the wherewithal that someone was most likely on the flank and or heard the sound cue. Fisher get a third. The economy of Lag is hurting. Folks, if you're just tuning in, I'm WxFan21, Counter-Strike caster and esports broadcaster, trying to become a professional broadcaster. I am part of Face It in ESEA's next big caster initiative. Looking to win the next big caster initiative to be able to cast at ESL Pro League next year. That is what I would love to do. But there are a lot of talented casters in this initiative as well. But I'm going to be real. I want this. I want to win this initiative. I want to get there and mingle with some of these teams. And hey, if I win it and one of these teams win it, we're all meeting up at Pro League next year. Let's get that right. Because remember, folks, for those of you just tuning in, the winner of Advanced this season, in Season 55, is going to be invited all the way on over to DreamHack to compete in an ESL Pro League qualifier. And right now, off the back of Niles' quad kill, it is looking early on here on Overpass that it could be Fisher College headed into the grand finals. And then maybe, just maybe, on the DreamHack. I mean, think of it. That would be so cool. I win the next big caster initiative. One of these two teams make it out of Advanced. They go on to win the DreamHack qualifier to get to Pro League. We're all at Pro League. Get to hang out. That'd be a pretty cool story. But nonetheless, there's a game going on. And I try to keep it very professional, but also have some fun. But this is a finals. There is a lot on the line for these squads. Thor is finding a lot of impact and success with his op before being deleted by the long player. And unfortunately, Alex fires just a little bit too early, giving away his position. And Sandman catches Corn off guard from Bank. And Sandman, triple kill for him. Nets Lag their second. Now, there is still enough money in the bank for Fisher College to cobble together a buy. It's not going to be a full buy. You see the MP9.
You see the FAMAS. It's not a full buy in the traditional sense of, hey, we're just going to get A1Ss and A4s and all that type of stuff. You got to work with some of the lesser weapons because you opted for more utility. Thor looking for the quick kill. Doesn't come away with it inside a connector. But that does scare Consti back on off. Sandman really picking things up here on Overpass. He's got 6 kills. Make it 7. He's got as many kills as the rest of his team combined. Trying to single-handedly take his team on his back, giving Consti's back a break. Oh, Korn! Had he played that just a tad bit differently, could have had a multi-kill. It is going to be lag to find their 3rd and most likely their 4th because Fisher College be broke. Lag made Fisher College pay their college tuition early. They be all sorts of broke. They're gonna be eating ramen this round. I was trying to find some, like, college jokes and being broke and whatnot. That's what you get, folks. My apologies. Not all jokes are good jokes, folks. Ooh, look at the stacky wacky over here towards Connector Vector. Fisher just wanted to get that round over with, apparently. Ballsy move to put a 5-man stack inside a connector, but nonetheless, we have ourselves a good old-fashioned tie game. And a tactical timeout comes in from Lag. This has been one heck of a series. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm WxFan21. I'm an esports broadcaster and Counter-Strike caster, trying to become a professional broadcaster, whether it's in esports, whether it's in regular traditional sports, maybe a mix of the two. I'm part of Face It and ESEA's Next Big Caster initiative. This is the ESEA Season 55 Advanced Division Upper Bracket Finals between the undefeated Fisher College versus Lag. Lag coming in at 6-2 in the regular season. Fisher College undefeated. Fisher College did not drop a map the entire upper bracket here in the playoffs until this upper bracket finals, losing Inferno in overtime 16-12 to Lag. They come back to win their map pick of Nuke and force the 3rd and final decider map of Overpass. Fisher College hasn't been tested on a map 3 yet. Is their stamina good enough to maintain a full 3-game series? We're going to have to find out. We do have ourselves a tie game, and Corn's double opens things up here on B, but it's still going to be Lag. Now rethinking their fast B attack strategy after the 2 short players do fall. Fisher now have cut off map control from Lag. They have cut off Connector. They've cut off Party and Fountain. They are locked on in these defensive positions. Alex is hanging out back in bank, making a withdrawal, taking out a couple of $100 bills, getting ready to treat his team to some filet mignon after they win this game. But Lag, they stand in your way, Alex. Oh, but the flank from Thor is just too powerful. Leaving who else but Consti in a 1v3, but in a very rough spot. Fisher retain. Excuse me. Yeah, they retain their lead.
The suspense is so thick, you can cut it with a knife. Who of these teams are going to be able to get the advantage? It's been very back and forth throughout most of this best of 3. As soon as you think a team has the advantage, the opposing team flips it on its head. And there is a lot of Molotovs. We saw a lot drop down into connector. And there's a Molotov headed on out towards divider. Now you've got a double split here. 2B. A is wide open, but you do have the 2 long players here in Thor and Alex. Is that going to be enough? When does Thor rotate back? A is completely exposed. That site is as exposed as a streaker running through campus in the middle of the night with nobody watching. Once again, another bad college joke. My apologies, but here we go. Looking like an ESEA execute here. Flash out to try to bait out the B-side players. Thor gonna finally make his way on in and finds the first kill. They're gonna try hunting him down. Thor should have an easy second here. Trying to bait him out into the second kill. Finds the shoulder, gets one. Alex, it's gonna be up to you to deal with DJ, and that you will. Between a HE nade and a couple of bullets placed in the dome, it's gonna be up to you. But once again, lag finds you tripping over towards truck. And now it's Niles versus Consti, who's got 3. Consti looking for more, and he's gonna get taken down by Niles. Fisher lock in a pivotal 6th round. Fans, what more do you want? We have had a tremendously close best of 3 between these 2 squads. I want to hear from you. Sound off in the Twitch chat who you are here rooting for. Are you rooting for Fisher? Are you rooting for lag? Or are you just rooting for some good old-fashioned Counter-Strike? Here we go. Sandman Tech 9 in here. Taking out Corn over to Toxic. Sandman is literally doing it all for this team over here on Overpass. But it is going to be the rifles of Fisher to put down Sandman in round 11. But Consti's found himself an op. 2v2. The bomb is deep into the B-bomb site. Both players playing back by graffiti. Oh, get ready. It's time for a shootout in the old Wild West. Who's gonna be quick on the trigger? Thor boosted, spotted. Here we go. Let the shootout begin. Consti first on the trigger. Bang! Finds the first one. Niles, bang! Finds the second. DJ Niles 1v1. The showdown. The tumbleweeds making their way on through. 30 seconds left on the bomb timer. Niles has a kid. He's got armor. He's got a flash and a Molotov on the retake. Niles peeking his way back on out. And here we go. Who's gonna get it? It'll be DJ, the former Tier 1 Pro, to lock in 5 for lag. And that is also most likely a tie half. Look at the bank of Fisher. Their economy is broken. Two connector players
Trade Molotovs and trade blows. Nice deagle shot from Kapow before he gets mowed down by the Galil. My opinion, a very underrated weapon. Mason, who has been very quiet here for lag on Overpass. Very, very quiet. We've seen this man come time and time again throughout this best of 3 series. Really find some impact. Unfortunately, that has not been the case here on Overpass. He's looking to change that. Here we go. Once again, another B-bomb set execute. Corner's the only one here left to defend. He's hanging out towards water. Just looking. Finds one. But you are going up against rifles and the... Let's face it. The buzzsaw is going on down in these Galils, and that'll be all she writes. All she wrote. It is a tie half. Which, quite frankly, with the way this series has gone, I'd expect nothing less from these two squads, who are so completely evenly matched. Will Fisher suffer their first loss of the season? Or are they going to move on to the grand finals? Or can Lag, who did not enjoy the benefit of a bye, who have won 4 straight to Fisher's 3, are Lag right now just on a roll? After taking down Mythic in the upper bracket semis, dropping Mythic into the lower bracket, is Lag poised to upset the big bad Fisher College? Anybody else think of big bad Beetleborgs when I said that? No, it's okay. Now I got the Nick Arcade theme song stuck in my head. Fisher is thinking about something else in their head. They're thinking about victory. They're thinking about the grand finals. Fisher up to a 2v1 advantage. DJ hanging out inside of heaven, trying to deny the bomb plan as long as he can. Finds the pillar player! Are you kidding me? Okay, DJ. Can't tell now if you're just showing off or not. Free plant for Thor. DJ spots him. Knows exactly where he is. You gotta go to him, DJ. You have a kit, though. Creeps on down. Does make a little bit of noise. Thor is here. P250 in hand. DJ has no armor. Couple of nice placed bullets is gonna finish off DJ. Fake out in the bomb. Trying to lure Thor back in. 10 seconds. He has a kit. There's still time for DJ, but Thor, with nerves of steel, will clean it up. Fisher are not giving the lead over to Lag. They will not do it. Lag may have forced the issue on a couple of ties, but Fisher retain their lead. Couple upgraded pistols for Lag is all they can muster here in the conversion round. Fisher are looking poised to grab an 8th.
This series gets better and better. Lag only losing Mason so far. Fisher, this is an opportunity for you, as all teams have finally started making their way here in round 15 to try to make something happen for their respective teams. Fisher trying to make their way into B, Lag trying to pick off as many players as possible all throughout the map. Thor, going to be the first to take contact from the graffiti players, has to be extremely careful, and takes down Big Bad Sandman. But DJ's been here before. He's been in high-pressure situations before. Can he lead his team back from what looks like the brink of defeat? And brink of defeat it will be. Thor is 17-7. This man is on an absolute heater. Go. Ooh! Okie dokie. Consti. Double scout kills. Let's go. Here we go. Fisher, this is your opportunity. You fall to the truck player. Lag, have an opportunity at redemption. You had this round in the bag. The bomb gets planted, and Sandman will save it for Lag. Tactical timeout from Lag. They're going to talk this over. Alright, fountain trades are good. You have the one lurking Lag player over here towards Boulder, and Alex will take care of him. Sandman is doing it all. for this lag team. Triple kill for him. He is literally trying to bring his team back from the brink of defeat.
Counter-terrorists win.
Beautiful round. Beautiful eco. Anti-eco, that is. We're tied once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have been tuned in for a while, but for those new viewers, welcome on in to what has been an absolute marathon here in this best of 3 between Lag and Fisher College. We have now gone about 2.5 hours or so between games. I'd say about 2 hours-ish of gameplay. And the marathon will continue. Make or break round for both squads. Krapow opens things up, but a lurking Sandman awaits behind the corner of Long. A man who is backing up Consti on the kill count and the impact counter. Fisher may have found themselves a double man advantage, but it means nothing. Lag have this way of being pesky, of trying to make things happen, to get going when the going gets tough. But in this case, Lag know their best course of action is a save. So Fisher will once again refuse to give over a lead to Lag throughout this entire map of Overpass. Fisher 10, Lag 9. Fisher are 3 rounds away from remaining undefeated in advance this season and punching their ticket into the grand finals. 10-9 at the end of 19, headed at around 20. How does Lag respond? If you're Lag's coach, what are you telling your team? You have yet to get a lead at all here on Overpass. Preach your game. Play your game, the rest will follow. But is your best good enough to take down the unbeaten giants of Advance this season in Fisher College? That might be what's creeping in the backs of the minds of the Lag folks. Beautiful opening pick by Thor. The big green is big and mean. There's another kill from Niles, but the trade is right there. Niles was unsuspecting of the second player towards sandbags. Niles has done an outstanding job. Quietly, 20 kills. Top fragging in the server. Lag, this is your opportunity to rip this game and rip Fisher College's chances away from the grand finals. Take your shot, but is your shot good enough? Because Fisher have found 2 rounds from the grand finals. This might be the last buy we see from Lag. Strap in, fans. Fisher have 11. The buy is as full as you're going to get if you are a Lag fan. If Lag lose this, that is most likely game, set, and match. Lag playing this a little differently now. 2 members are all teaming next to each other, ready to trade or pounce. Consti blows Krapow sky high. Fisher are not out of this just yet, but with 48 seconds on the clock, this sure feels like a more traditional Lag round. Playing off each other, the trades are good. 2v1 attempts on the initial contact. This feels more like a Lag game. And I mean, when Sandman's just hitting shots like that, I mean, Lag are just... they might just be too much here. Fisher are going to hold on to these rifles. They are going to save. Lag have found double digits. Heading into round 22. I don't know what else you want me to say. This is as good as it's going to get. We have ourselves a series. We have since the very beginning of this best of 3. Fisher, Lag, this series has not disappointed and could very well go the distance. Fisher, now in the same situation that Lag was. They have to invest as much as they can here. But luckily for them, they have the luxury of a more traditional full buy. Kits, utility. And even though Lag elect to save a little bit of money from DJ and Mason, really makes me wonder what positions they're going to play. Oh, and they're playing together. This is ballsy. They're making a play here for the playground. Mason will get punished, and DJ says, I'm out. We tried it. We were trying to make a play to push Fountain, push playground. Nope, that's it. No reason to lose another player. Krapow meets Consti's op bullet. But who else but the Sandman to cause a massive problem for Fisher College? A rash on Fisher College's backside. Can Fisher College find an ointment and find a way to deal with the big bad Sandman, who has been a massive pain, and let's just call it what it is, a pain in the rear end for Fisher, and that is a big peak for Fisher, and a missed shot from Niles, just netted Lag, their 11th, and we are done. We are going all the way through in regulation unless Thor pulls out a massive amount of heroics. Thor is gonna have to call on Mjolnir's power. get some additional armor and pull it off, but there's nothing you can do when Cameron lies in wait for you like that. Welcome to the end of regulation on Overpass. We are guaranteed round 24. We're tied at 11 apiece, but we've seen this time and time and time again here on Overpass. When Fisher is up against a tie, they have scraped, scratched, and clawed away to keep the lead. But this is it. If Fisher lose this, they very well might lose this best of 3. It is a 2-round loss bonus. Should they lose this, it's going to be a 3-round loss bonus. They'll have $1,900 each. That is not enough for a good buy against what will be a full buy from Lag, and what you'll have to pull out the most dangerous play you have in your playbook. Throw caution to the wind. But that would be for round 24. Right now, it's round 23. We have ourselves, once again, a tie game. Trying to catch Conti off guard here by throwing a piece of utility. A flood into the A-bomb site doesn't matter. Mason shows up at the right moment to pull off a triple to give his team a shot at the grand finals of Advanced. A shot to get one step closer to that Pro League qualifier. Niles and Thor, this is your moment. It's a horrible 2v4. Niles is traded and Thor is stuck out to default. Lag! The first time they get a lead on Overpass. Map and game point. Map and finals point. There is the broken buy from Fisher. Are Fisher going to suffer their first loss of the season? Or are they going to find a way to get this to overtime? They are moving fast. I said that they'd have to pull a dangerous play out of their playbook. Maybe it's just more of an aggressive play. They quickly try taking connector and they will give it right back. They want to finish this on B. But it is the big bad boss of Lag here on Overpass. It is Sandman circa Spider-Man 3 going into giant size proportions to crush Fisher's hopes and dreams here in this best of 3 as Cameron, who has been so steady for this team throughout Nuke, throughout this best of 3. Here we go! The trades are good. Thor's got them. We have a 2v2 for all the marbles. Will Lag pull it off? Are they gonna put Fisher College down and send them to the lower bracket? No. Are we getting overtime? Are we getting free Counter-Strike? Thor's ready. Consti's not. Overtime secured. What a round! Off the cobbled together buy from Fisher. This team does not quit. And now, the teams reset. You're back to an even playing field. $12,500 per player per overtime rules. Once again, if you're just tuning in, if you've never seen Counter-Strike before, it is the first team to win 4 of the 6 overtime rounds should we be tied at 3 apiece. We're going to play on yet another overtime. Sandman with the boost will find the opening kill onto Niles. What a series this has been, and it is proven to be one for the record books. Krapow. Beautiful kill onto Consti. And that's going to be a bit of a sigh of relief for the Fisher College folks. Consti has been an absolute revelation. This kid is a superstar in the making. Could we be looking at the future of NA Counter-Strike in Consti? It is a possibility. Executing onto B is what Fisher wants to do. One player towards water, one towards heaven. That's DJ up in heaven. Have Cameron hanging out over to Toxic. Gotta be sprayed down just a little bit. The rotates come in. Fisher have 22 seconds on the clock. And this is gonna be a little uncharacteristic of Fisher here. Fisher in a really bad spot. They didn't execute at all. They played that a little too cautiously. Lag. Get there 13th. To 12 lag. Enjoy yet another very small lead. It is now midnight Eastern. It is November 6th on the East Coast, and we have been playing free Counter-Strike for a little bit now. Inferno went to 1 overtime. Lag won that 16 to 12. We then went to Nuke, where Fisher roared back with a 13-9 victory. And we are back in overtime here on Overpass. Lag up 13 to 12. Cameron is going to be hurt and shot in the back of the head. Mason trying to avenge his fallen comrade. Alex out here with shrapnel from that HE nade like he's Iron Man. Bleeding all over the place. Thor finds a nice kill. Alex sure wishes he was Iron Man. He has massively struggled here on Overpass. But sometimes all you need is one kill. Not everybody has to top frag. It's team sport. Fisher is playing like both of these teams. Their teamwork has been impeccable. Now it's DJ, who's got 2 to try to give Lag a shot, but Thor says not today. Ties it up at 13. Are we gonna get multiple overtimes? It does feel like a possibility with the way these two teams have played here on this map. I think a lot of viewers have already gone to bed. They're like, this thing keeps going on. We got work in the morning. We got class at 7 a.m. It's all good, folks. Appreciate all of you watching. Appreciate all of you that are watching the VOD back. It means a lot. I'm sure it means a lot for the fans of these teams as well. I know there's another cast of this game going on. Appreciate all of you hanging out here and sticking with me, listening to me cast this game. It cannot go farther than this, ladies and gentlemen. Last map of this best of 3 series. We're in overtime. It is a triple stack here on B. If Fisher College can somehow sniff out that A only has 1 defender, that is a phenomenal opportunity for them to make this play, and that they have. And they still have Krapow here trying to keep as many members of Lag as possible here on the B bomb site. They will isolate Cameron and DJ over here towards the B-bomb site. Krapow has enough utility, and that Molotov puts Toxic actually pretty nice. Cameron, oh my goodness, he couldn't get out. He was waiting for someone to push in, and that is a beautiful play from Fisher. They have completely out-thought lag here, and that will do it. That is going to be 14-13. Fisher, at the end of the first half of overtime, they have the one-round lead, and now 2 rounds away from reaching the grand finals of Advanced. Remember what is on the line, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of Advanced this season goes on to DreamHack to compete in the ESL Pro League qualifier on LAN for a shot at ESL Pro League next year. Fisher are just 2 rounds away from reaching the Advanced Grand Finals and keeping their undefeated streak intact. Though them being undefeated is not at all what's on their minds. They are looking no more than 1 round ahead, just like Lagar, making their way on in. It's going to be Thor to make his way on over to Long. He could find a very nice opportunity here onto Mason if Mason peaks this long position, but he will make his way over to Party instead. And right now, the bomb is very non-committal. You have 2 inside a connector, 1 towards Party, 1 towards Fountain. And of course, you have the lurking player in short. Connector is all lags. Where, oh, where do they go from here? Thor finds one. You have to be extremely careful, Thor. You cannot let this opportunity slip away from you. You have been nothing but filthy with that op this entire map. And now it's 4v2 isolation when he bumps it. Thor's going to get away, and he played a little too aggressively. He was not ready for the quad push, and unfortunately the rotates are not going to come in just in time. That will be it. We're going to see ourselves a 14-14 tie. Unless somehow Niles and Coin can find a way back into this round, which looks almost near impossible at this point. The post-plant positions are just too strong. And who else? Sam. Well, we're guaranteed the end of overtime 1, folks. Man, I love Counter-Strike. I mean, you can't ask for much more than this. Super close series. Free Counter-Strike in Map 1. Free Counter-Strike in Map 3. Twitch chat's gone silent. Fans on the edges of their seats. Alex spots Mason hanging out playing in playground and punishes him. Cameron looking for the kill of the miles here and gets it. Thor is going to take a shot to the face from Corn here. Cameron, rather. Cameron playing graffiti phenomenal. Lag. You were here before. At the end of regulation, you had map and game point. Now it's map overtime. Map game and overtime point. Lag Can you close it out? I ask again. Can you close this game out?
Terrorists win.
Thor, 29 kills. Sandman, 26. The two top fraggers for their respective teams. This has been a phenomenal series, and it all just might come down to the final round of overtime number 1. Fisher, undefeated in the regular season. They have not dropped a map all playoffs in the upper bracket until this finals, where they lost Inferno. They had a shot at finishing this 2-0. Gave it away. They could not finish when they were up 11-5 on Inferno. They didn't give it away, but they did struggle. Beautiful utility reigns in. Fisher, they are looking very poised right now. They are looking poised at grabbing their 15th and sending us to OT2. Or can Lag pull this out in a 3v5? Alex finds the kill onto the graffiti player, and we are headed to overtime number 2. Unless somehow Constantine Mason, who has struggled, pulls it out. Mason is trapped graffiti. We're going to overtime number 2. Free Counter-Strike for the fans. Sweaty heads and sweaty palms for the players. Both of these teams are so incredibly evenly matched here throughout the series. Overpass has been an extreme back and forth affair. Neither team giving an inch. And that's a prime example of it. Thor will fall. He's the first to 30 kills. That should have been a free kill by Sandman. Misses his opportunity. Here we go. Lag make their way on into what's going to be a free A-bomb site. There's nobody home. Except for Alex coming on the flank. Beautifully executed by Alex. Man, stepping up when Fisher needs him the most. TJ, the savvy veteran, running all the way to B, gets the bomb down, and now has a chance at an isolationist 1v2 clutch. And he gets the first. Is he seriously going to pull off a 1v2? Coins here. This time just sticking it. He's going to be ballsy and attempt it, but able to bait out DJ just in the nick of time. Core, nice play, nice execution. And Fisher will get the lead right back.
this is where you gotta dig deep into your strat books for the IGLs of these respective teams. Dig deep. What do you have left that you haven't pulled out yet? Fisher pulling out a little bit of an aggressive fountain play. It's going to lock them in a 17.
Counter-terrorists win.
$17 to $15. Is that all she wrote for lag? Fisher seemingly have found the momentum again. I don't think that they are going to give it away this time. Nice opening kill for Thor. Being extremely patient on the flick. But Cameron, who I said earlier has been so incredibly consistent at just doing what he needs to do for lag to be able to pull something off. And again, remember folks, the winner goes on to the grand finals. The loser is going to go on to the lower bracket to face the winner of the lower bracket in the lower bracket finals. So this is not an elimination game. By no means. Just neither team want to lose. You don't want to be facing the lower bracket winner. You want to get to the finals right now. Your first opportunity to do so. Sandman, who's been quiet the last several rounds, a big triple kill from him to end overtime to round 3 as we switch sides. Can Fisher somehow show something on their T side that we have yet to see from them? Or a lag going to take us into a potential third overtime, or even yet, or lag just going to sweep the next 3 and beat Fisher and advancing to the grand finals. The stakes are high. Winner to the grand finals. Loser to the lower bracket finals to take on the winner of the lower bracket. Grand finals to take place Sunday, November 16th, 2025. Opening kill goes the way of lag, not without its share of issues. Mason down to under half health. Big free fire from Fisher. It's a 2v2 split. I don't like this from Fisher one bit. The defensive lag right now, you can see it on the mini-map. So incredibly solid. Like an iron wall on both sites. Can lag grab a 17th? They sure can if Consti continues to pull off shots like that. Execute onto B. It's a 3v3. One graffiti, one water, one towards toxic. Under 30 seconds to go. Fisher, if you're going to execute, you gotta go now. You can't tiptoe around. You need to execute right here, right now. You are out of time. 12 seconds on the bomb timer, and this is the second time that we have seen Fisher
hesitant to race onto the B bomb site. And that may have costed them the round. We are headed and guaranteed the end of overtime number 2. We're tied at 17 apiece. We've been here before, tied at 14 apiece. This map is proving to be an equalizer for both of these teams. Neither team has had the advantage, and we've gotten so close like this. This time, for the first time in this series, double op setup puts lag in a double man advantage as utility floods the B bomb site, even though Fisher gets the bomb plant. It may not matter. It's a 5v3. Make it a 4v3 after this kill from Thor. Easy kill. Can he get the sandbag player? He does. Makes it now a very winnable 3v3 for Fisher. Here we go. Cameron jumps on in. 5-7 in handgun. Take out one. That's DJ. Making its way on in at 2. It's Thor that gets taken out. One's got 1. Looking for the second. Can't get it. Lag. Here we go again. Gets the defuse by the skin of their teeth. Map. Game. Overtime point. Lag. Will third time be the charm for lag? Regardless of who wins and who loses, both teams have a lot to be proud of. Are there mistakes? Some. Absolutely. But take nothing away from either team, folks. They have done their best to advance into the grand finals. This has been one of the best of 3 series that I've ever casted. And now it comes down to this. Overtime 2. Lag once again. Map game and overtime point. They've been here before. Fisher brings it back to send us into another overtime. Is that going to be the case today? Can lag finally slay the big, bad, undefeated team of Advanced this season? Serve them a little humble pie as we have made it to a 3v3 with 41 seconds on the clock. Consti, the young, up-and-coming superstar opper for lag, now faces the big, bad Avenger Thor himself. Korn is here, taken out, and ladies and gentlemen, Fisher College have fallen! Lag hand Fisher College their first loss of the season, and Lag have punched their ticket into the grand finals. What a finale we have witnessed. It has been nothing short of just pure, phenomenal, unreal series. If you tuned in late, I encourage you to go back and watch the VOD. Overpass was one for the ages, but at the end of the day, Lag from all the way in round 1 didn't enjoy a bye like Fisher did. Fisher had not dropped a single map the entire upper bracket of the playoffs. They dropped 2. They lost Overpass and they lost Inferno. Lag hand Fisher their first defeat. Neither team should be upset. Both did an absolutely outstanding job, should be incredibly proud of themselves. Again, I said it towards the end of the broadcast. There are things to be extremely proud of. And look, there's a lot still to work on for these teams, but they should be extremely proud of themselves. Fisher College, take nothing away from them. Thor with a Avenger-like performance. His final stat line for Overpass was 36, 19, and 5. He had a 1.89 KDR. Absolutely insane from this kid. And then you had Sandman, who picked up 32, 24, and 7. A 1.33 kill to death ratio. Yes, it's not as impressive as Lewis, but look, at the end of the day, he was the boss throughout this entire game. And what can we say about Consti other than consistent? We may have witnessed the birth of the next great North American superstar opper in this best of 3. I kid you not. This kid has got such raw talent oozing out of the server. This kid, under the right tutelage, under the right mentorship, has a chance to just maybe become one of the greatest NA players in recent memory. But to see more of Constant Lag, you're gonna have to tune in. Sunday, November 16th, somebody is going to be covering the grand finals. Whether it's going to be myself, whether it's going to be another caster, make sure you're following the ESEA Twitter. Make sure you're following everyone on social media. Congratulations, The Lag. What a series. I'd be yelling even more if it wasn't already past midnight, and I didn't want to wake up my family who was trying to sleep. But all the praise and flowers in the world. All the flowers to you, Lag. Flowers to Fisher. What a series. Neither team has anything to be discouraged about. You both should be incredibly proud of that incredible series. Lag are your victors. 2-1 over the previously undefeated Fisher College. Lag are your first team into the ESEA Season 55 NA Advanced Grand Finals. Fisher College are not done. They are going to be awaiting the winner of the lower bracket in the lower bracket finals. Are we going to see a rematch in the grand finals? It's quite possible, but we need to see who advances out of the lower bracket first. Thank you all so much for watching. You all have a great night, and I'll catch you next time for more Counter-Strike action. Bye, everybody.